Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to take a look at the character Daredevil. I've always been a big fan of Daredevil, especially of his yellow costume. And you can make a pretty close approximation of the black and yellow costume that Daredevil wore when he first started. That's pretty much how I discovered the character and how I pretty much fell in love with the character. But sadly, most people don't really like that look. Pretty much everyone prefers the red costume. I was never too crazy about the red costume because I thought it lacked contrast. I thought that the contrast between the black and yellow was much better, so I always preferred the yellow costume, in good part because of that. It could be just also the fact that this is how I became familiar with the character, and this is how I first discovered the character. Oh well. When he was first given his red costume, Daredevil was drawn by Wallace Wood, and Wallace Wood was trying to give some contrast between the various parts of Daredevil. Even though the entire costume was red, it was trying to create some contrast between some of the pieces of the costume. Like there was this big contrast between the gloves, and like the chest piece, or with the emblem and the chest piece, or the boots. Also had a lot of contrast with the pants. It was putting a lot more black on the chest, the head, and the pants than on the rest of the costume, which was giving it a bit of contrast. So if you create Daredevil only in red, you pretty much don't have that kind of contrast. And I tried to make it black and red to try to emulate that contrast. Doesn't really work either. But then we were given the void material, and by trying a few different looks for my Saturday Night character, I came up with something that kind of looks like the way Wallace Wood was drawing Daredevil. So even though the character is completely it's the same red everywhere, thanks to the void material, we can almost mimic the way that Wallace Wood was giving a lot of contrast to the Daredevil costume by pretty much making it a different texture, if you will. And thanks to the void material, we can have the different texture from the chest piece, the mask, and the pants than from the rest of the costume. The emblem, the gloves, the belt, and the boots can all be essentially it's the same red, but only the void material is actually different. Only the texture and the material is different, which almost gives us the Wallace Wood Daredevil the way Wallace Wood was drawing it. Sadly, the void material doesn't allow us to have the eyes for the character, for the mask. But even then, Daredevil being a bland character, it almost kind of fits with the character anyways. So I guess I'm going to have to farm for some void material for my Daredevil character, because here I'm pretty much reproducing that look with my Saturday Night character. My Daredevil character sadly does not have the void material yet. So guess I'm gonna have to farm for that material for this character. Actually, I'm gonna have to farm for the void material for a handful of characters, but here we're talking about our friend Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. So we got one step closer to being able to reproduce a pretty accurate version of the Daredevil character. All we're really missing by now is a mask, a slimline mask with the horns, or something that can emulate the double D that the Daredevil has as an emblem. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.